I am Jessica Lahr, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerlakesOne.com. It's Wednesday, February 15th, and we're live inside the studio with Jim Sinicropi, Josh Durso, and Jessamy Uticone. Welcome, boys, and
Hi.
Happy Valentine's Day belated.
Hey, happy belated Valentine's Day, happy hump day,
Yes,
happy almost spring day. It's getting there.
that's ambitious.
It's getting there.
It's out there. You can smell
I
it.
hope so. It feels like it today.
Almost spring.
Yesterday afternoon, everything was melting. It did feel like spring.
Almost.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll
Did it?
see. March seems to hold surprises for us each year, but maybe not.
2 years ago in March, it was like 70 degrees. Remember that? Do you guys remember that?
Not
Was
really.
that the year it was freezing the rest of the winter? Like freezing. Because I know that wasn't last year.
I just remember it was 70 degrees multiple times in March, and I played a lot of decent golf in March.
Oh,
That's
that's
what
why
I
you
remember.
remember.
That can happen again.
memory.
That was
That
2
is
years
the
ago.
memory.
2 years ago.
Oh, that's why you remember. Well, how was everyone's Valentine's Day?
I was up in Wolcott, New York,
Oh, you had basketball.
calling a
game.
basketball game, so it wasn't very romantic. Or was
For
it?
lovers.
Or was it?
It was a great game. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to share you the end of the game right now.
Oh, all right.
From last night. Nick Klein against Tyler Norris, a couple of seniors. Both these teams aren't going anywhere in the postseason. This was Tyler's last game on his home court, and Red Creek was down 3 with 12 seconds left. And let's watch.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's watch.
Fisher.
Here we go.
It's Gilbert. It's Gasquion. And the ball inbounded to Nick Klein. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Klein lets fly from deep. And nothing but the bottom of the net for Nick Klein. Leos lets one fly
Wow.
from going off the backboard. No
That
good.
was,
Dennis, we're
yeah,
headed
that game was a riot.
A little bad. I was a little zoomed in a little too close here.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it, but he made the shot. It went to overtime, and then eventually Red Creek would win. But it was a great game. A lot of fun.
Very
That was
exuberant
my-
calls from
Awesome.
from you.
Yeah, I
I
get
know.
excited. I get excited.
You have
High
to.
school basketball is so
You have to.
exciting.
When
And you
the-
follow it so closely. You must be invested so much more.
When the games are close, it's very exciting, no doubt about it. We do sit through a lot of snoozers, though.
There's always
Yeah.
going to be those.
But last night's was good. So,
Oh, awesome.
and I got to send a shout out to all the folks in North Rosa Wolcott. They're really accommodating to us up there. It's nice.
Nice. Oh, good.
Wherever we go, we generally get treated pretty well. People are excited we're there. So,
Well,
and as you
good.
could tell, I was excited to be there.
Very.
Well, that sounded awesome. Like, just to see that. And
Yes.
the crowd went wild. It sounded great.
Sorry
so.
for that crappy replay, though.
No,
I rushed it into the show. Okay.
that's all right.
But yeah, you went to Rio Tomatlin for dinner, right?
I did.
That's one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorites, too. It was a little bit busy. I mean, I think that's to be expected, especially on
Sure.
Valentine's Day. It's going to be slower service.
I
You hope the
don't think
quality
the
of the
service is
food-
great there ever, but the food's
Really?
so good that I don't mind the. I wouldn't even call it subpar. It's just not. I don't think they're known for their service. I think the food's so
I
good
always
that the
think
service
so.
doesn't have to be good.
Right.
You know, it's
So
kind of
you
like
have
the
that.
soup Nazi.
It's a great situation to be in
You
for
have-
a restaurant. You
Yeah.
can just
Yeah.
you can just mail in the service part
Sure.
of it and just say,
Well,
"Food's so good, you'll
come
put up with
anyway."
anything."
That's right.
The soup Nazi at on Seinfeld. He was
Yeah.
so mean to all his customers, but he still had a line out the door because the soup was so good.
No soup for you.
Yeah.
It was good though. I was happy they had guacamole because I think they only do guacamole on the weekends.
Oh, really? You didn't know that?
So,
I think I've only ever been there on the
so.
weekends.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I had gone with girlfriends last year for my birthday, and they didn't have guacamole. And I was like, oh, y'all have guacamole?
Yeah, I would not be happy if I went there and they didn't have guacamole. That's
Right?
crazy.
I know. So, but it was good. Not as flavorful as it was, but I think they were probably just so slammed. Maybe they didn't have time to season the way they usually do.
Wow.
But it was good. I'll definitely go back. I've never had an awful experience there.
You
It's
should
one
post
of
a
my favorites.
1-star review on Facebook.
No.
Did
No.
you have a good Valentine's Day, Jessica?
Yeah, I guess so. I went to karate with
Okay.
my son.
Aw.
Then we had a nice dinner with the family. Just sat down and
See,
Good.
that's better.
What about
well,
I was
you?
at a county-
nothing out of the ordinary. Really.
I was at a county
Yeah.
board meeting, Seneca County Board of Supervisors
Did you bring
meeting.
your girlfriend Connie there?
I
Yeah.
did not bring
didn't?
Connie there. She would not have been happy there.
It's a really romantic setting.
Did go out to dinner with her and a couple of our friends. After that, at Parker's here in Seneca Falls.
Oh, I saw a picture of that
Yep.
on
Yep.
the Instagrams.
Oh.
The
Oh,
Instagrams
good.
and Facebooks, because
You guys are a handsome couple.
they do that. Oh, are we? All right.
Aw.
We're a handsome couple
I think so.
Now
heard
I
it
have to
first
go hunt
here
down your Instagram.
on FLX Weekly.
Oh, well, that's nice.
But, yeah.
Board meeting. No, I'm just kidding. My neighbor went to a board meeting. I asked her, I'm like, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? She says, I have a board meeting.
See?
So you weren't the only one.
It's always unfortunate when a day like that falls in the middle of the
I
week,
know.
because life goes on
Yep.
Monday through Friday. So
It's not Christmas, that's for sure. But a day full of love. I got a
Yes.
sweet little note from my kids. And,
yes,
so all that stuff means something. But anyway, Del Lago.
Yeah, it's open.
been
It's
open.
the big thing everybody's talking
Talk
about.
of the town.
Yep.
And
I
we-
was there last Friday.
Yes, I was there too. You look beautiful in your blue gown.
Thank
it was
you.
like a frozen princess from the movie Frozen, right?
That's what it felt. That's exactly what it felt like. Yeah. Yep. They had us all in gowns. It was the VIP event, so you are the VIP.
It felt very important that
You
night.
should
It was
have.
very, very important.
They laid the red carpet out, literally, and everything.
Yeah, it was a fantastic
Did you
time.
walk a red carpet?
Yeah.
Did.
Wow. I didn't know that.
It was, they valley parked you. And one thing I noticed after the fact was, after I got back in the car and went home after the valley parking service and everything, the next morning I got in my car, I looked in the back seat, there was a couple duffel bags back there full of stuff, Del Lago stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
So your car wasn't robbed, but it was...
It was unrobbed. It was
unrobbed.
reverse robbed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You were gifted
Wow.
an
Yep.
item.
And I had no idea until the next morning.
Oh, that's so... What a nice surprise.
But-
That was thoughtful.
Two takeaways from that event. One was the food at Portico for this event, which I assume would mimic what it's going to be like when they open, was really, really good. I mean, like, really good.
That's what we kept hearing.
Like,
Mhm.
oh.
They didn't feed you?
No.
Oh, no.
Don't feed the models.
I
no.
suppose that's...
We were standing in high heels and gowns, so we probably didn't
Did
have
they give you
room
much
for food.
direction as to what to do? Because
No.
it just seemed like everybody was just kind of standing around like, like a decoration almost,
We-
instead of
we
having
were.
a purpose of, directing people.
Well, you got there after we were all lined up.
Oh, all the
so
way
we were
from
like
the
a
door
trail.
to the restaurant.
I was the last one at the restaurant to kind of welcome everybody and send them into Portico. But you had gotten there after that, so then we were all just standing kind of in the entrance of Portico. But no, I didn't really know what we were doing until we got there, and they just placed us throughout the night where we needed to be. And then we were, directing the government officials up to the VIP area for the concert, which I heard was amazing.
Yeah, that's my one takeaway was the Portico was fantastic, but we were at the show, Bad Company concert, the first concert there, and it was really exciting because the room is phenomenal. The acoustics, there's not a bad
Good.
seat, it's very unique. I was in different spots of that concert hall, and it was all great. The sound system, the lighting system, the band was good. I mean, Bad Company. I watched them play a song like "Feel Like Making Love," and I'm like, how can they even?
They're doing
how
it.
they could probably fall asleep and still play the song.
Yeah,
But
after as many years.
but it was great, and they had on the second level they had a bar wrapping around the whole back of the house, so you basically could. It was unique. It wasn't like going to a stadium or an auditorium, or it was like
Yeah.
specifically built for this type of thing. And then we were on the third floor, which you had to take an elevator to get to.
Yeah.
And then once you got off the elevator, there was two bars on either end of this, and there's couches.
Yeah, it looked beautiful.
Yeah, so you're sitting like in a couch looking at Bad Company having a drink.
I like
That's
that.
so awesome.
Yeah, it was,
That's
I like
VIP
that a lot.
treatment.
Yeah.
it was. But I was really excited about the Vine. And then the other takeaway was when we left. Like, we didn't stay for the whole concert, 5 or 6 songs. And as soon as you left, like, it's like you go from one side of the wall to the other, and it's like from being at a concert to not even knowing there's 2,000 people enjoying a concert on the
Really?
other side. It was like they must have serious soundproofing,
Wow.
going on there.
Well, that's important.
And it was packed. All week, it was that Friday night and the following Saturday night, Del Lago Casino was packed.
Yeah.
And a a lot of people having fun, and it's just, again, so surreal to think that
Yes.
your entire New York out there.
That's what kept going through my mind.
Yeah.
Where am I? Really?
Yeah.
This is here, right here?
Yeah,
it's
10 minutes
strange,
from my
'cause
house.
It's massive. It's beautiful in there. So if you haven't gone, stop in.
Yeah, you gotta stop and take a peek, and you can stop for lunch if you want at the food court, or grab the buffet, or you don't have to gamble to enjoy yourself out there, not necessarily.
No, I'm not a big gambler.
There's a couple
But I like food.
different bars, and a lot of good food, and of course the entertainment. Who's playing there this weekend? Do we know?
That's coming up in my.
All right,
My
well, let's
events.
get to the program then.
All right. Well, what is our story of the week, Josh? Fill us in on
So
what's-
it's not really a story of the week, or more or less stories of the week.
Oh.
Because when me and Jim were talking about this earlier, the topic was weather coverage. How our weather coverage has been. We always see comments and good, bad, ugly, people not always 100% satisfied that we're covering the weather. If you're off by an inch, you might as well have not even called it in the first place because you had no business doing it.
Right.
So there's a process we go through when we cover any weather event. It isn't me or Jim or anybody else here at Finger Lakes One making the call saying this
Right.
is what's going to happen. We're going off of the experts. So FLX weather meteorologist Drew Montrell, the National Weather Service offices out of Binghamton and Buffalo. That's where we get our actual information from. So as far as what snow is going to come or what warnings, advisories, etc. exist, that's their call to make, and we report that because that's the information that they want conveyed to the public so that people are safe on the roads, they aren't doing things they shouldn't be, etc.
It's not like I called Josh down on the stairs and say, hey, add a couple of 3 inches to that forecast. I got a feeling about this one.
Right.
I got a feeling about this one.
And if they're wrong,
Yeah.
if they make if they're off or if they're wrong, the thing is you have to read the complete forecast and read all of the resources.
Drew's
that
never
are put-
wrong because he says it could do this, but there's a chance that
Right.
it could be this. So then when option 2 happens, people freak out because our headline might say up to 6 to 12 inches possible this weekend.
Right. And, the thing is, we've sort of been desensitized, I think, to a certain extent, because when people hear the phrase winter, the Weather Channel, I'm going to blame the Weather Channel on this one. I'm sorry. But when they hear winter storm, they automatically assume, 2 to
Blizzard
3.
is 66.
Yeah, 2 to 3 feet of snow.
Goes down.
60-mile-an-hour winds for 8 hours straight, and it's just going to be a living hell.
Josh,
But
this weather story up at
it's
the
not.
top of our story just not exciting enough. Can you add like 20-mile-per-hour winds to that?
Right, right.
Please.
That's in addition to that, we also try to provide some of the on-the-fly resources, throughway travel, other resources from other meteorologists outside
Live
of our
radar,
immediate
live
area.
tweets.
Yeah,
we aggregate. That's what we do here.
Aggregation.
Yeah, so
and you can really aggregate the weather nicely because there's, like you say, multiple meteorologists, multiple forecasts. We aggregate. And the thing about the weather is, of course, we're going to report it, and it's always going to be the top story because it affects everybody.
exactly.
Some people want to know if they're going to have school the next day. Some people want to know if they have to leave a half an hour for their commute to Syracuse. Some people need to know, hey, is it going to, I heard that it's just lake effect snow, so is it okay if I'm driving south to Ithaca?
Right, and here's another thing I'll say about that. Right now, today is a perfect example. Here in Seneca County, Ontario County, Yates County, it's a totally normal late winter day.
Right.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Cayuga County, Wayne County, totally different world.
Lake effect.
Travel advisory in Cayuga County right now, accidents, lake effect snow advisories, 5 to 10 inches of snow expected. It can change literally. I mean, it's a 20-minute ride, and you're in a totally different. So the Finger Lakes has a really diverse range of weather. So that's why we do place it where we place it.
And a lot of people
do what
don't
we do.
understand how lake effect works,
Right.
So
Yeah.
you literally could get 12 inches of snow and drive 1 mile east or west and have 0.
Right.
And that's just the way it works.
Yep.
So don't just look at the headline, read the full description, and then use your quantifying logical brain skills to decide how that's going to
Hey,
affect you.
you know what? I'll also say this. FLX Weather, Drew Montrell, he creates some great graphics.
Drew Montrell is the boss.
He's
the weather
like,
boss.
If you don't want to read a massively long story, look for the graphics, and the graphics can really help you out a
He'll
lot.
make a little inset box that says exactly what it says, and it's good.
The resources are there. We put the resources out there for people to consume.
In future, Josh, you may be able to predict using pains in your wrist
Maybe.
what the weather is going to
And
be
you're
like.
Might be able to.
Aw.
So, yeah.
Well, speaking of weather, what does it look like for this weekend?
Not anything too exciting, but
Possibly.
there's no snow. But, Friday's going to be partly sunny, a high near 30, a little wind, but that wind is going to be blowing in some warmer weather. So Saturday, sunny, high near 44. Sunday, sunny, high near 49. Washington's birthday observed on Monday, mostly sunny, 45. So it's going to be a little spring-like this weekend with sun and temperatures. And when they say high near 49, if we get that sun, it probably will get into the 50s. It's going to feel like 60s, and everybody's going to have a great weekend. So if anything changes, check out the FingerLakes1.com local weather center for the latest radar and forecast updates over the next couple of days. But good weekend on tap.
Speaking of Washington's birthday, don't you have a birthday coming up?
Monday.
Yeah, my birthday's on the 20th. I'm not sure what day the national government observes my birthday, but the official birthday is the 20th. Which
Here
is,
in the office, we observe it on the 20th.
which is Monday.
It is
Monday, right?
Yeah.
Dang.
Mine's Saturday, the following Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Jessica has a birthday coming up,
Lots
too.
of February
We're both
birthdays.
Pisces.
Yes.
Wow.
You'll both be 32 years old this year.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right. All right. Well, nice weather. What else is coming up for this weekend, Jessamy?
Oh, good events. Some solid events. We talked about Del Lago. Del Lago
Yes.
this weekend, it's Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh.
Everybody knows him. His famous catchphrase, "Get her done."
He'll probably use that.
I'm sure that'll be said by him and many of the attendees there.
Yes.
That is going on Saturday night. There's 2 shows, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
You can see
Cool.
Larry the Cable Guy. It's a multi-platinum recording artist.
2 shows? He's going to come out and
6
do
and
the
9.
show.
I noticed that a lot of the comedy acts are 2 shows.
That's weird. They come out once and then they come out again and do the exact same show.
Probably, yeah.
That takes a little luster off it for me.
Well, got to get her done.
Yeah.
So go out there and see Larry the Cable Guy at the Vine at Del Lago on
Awesome.
Saturday. Now, Sunday, I know I'm skipping over Friday, but that's coming back.
Okay.
On Sunday, that's February 19th, the 27th Finger Lakes Platinum Bridal Expo at the Radisson in Corning. This is like the biggest bridal expo that I could read about this week that I could find. There are 40 of the region's premier wedding events professionals, specialty businesses and venues, fun, upscale, interactive bridal expo with everything from invitations to honeymoon. You know the deal. If you're in the market getting married,
Josh.
Wow. Usually my girlfriend's the only one who actually goes through and says something like that.
if
She
you look at
pressures
you,
Uh-oh.
put a ring on it.
That's right.
All right.
This is the thing to go to, and that's I forgot the time,
Where
and
is
I have it right now. I think it's in Corning. I'm going to tell you right now. It is in Corning. It's a Radisson in Corning, and it is Sunday from 12 to 3.
What happens
I've
at a
done
bridal
those.
expo?
I've
Yeah.
done
What
those
is
expos.
what happens in like?
Well, we set up the photo booth and makeup, so
Right.
you have like a section that you go set up, and you're the vendor for that area, and then there's
okay.
one next to you, and one next to you. You can taste test. You can
Oh.
get your makeup done
Nice.
sometimes.
It's all there, and you just
can
say,
win
"Oh, now I want
things.
these guys to come and do my
Oh.
makeup. I want
That's cool.
these
They have,
guys
like,
to bring their photo
drawings.
booth."
Yeah.
Good for
so
them.
then all the vendors donate something, and then whatever bride comes, they get a ticket, and then someone
Great
usually
opportunity
wins
for the vendors.
something.
Great opportunity for the
Yeah.
vendors, and
You
Big
get to see
business.
Pictures.
great opportunity for the
photographers.
brides and grooms to pick what they want at their
Yep.
wedding.
Big businesses weddings.
Now, listen, all weekend at the Finger Lakes Mall, Finger Lakes Comicon. Get on it.
Oh, boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Finger
you
Lakes
going?
I'm probably gonna go. Yeah,
Yeah?
as a self-admitted nerd and
I
reader
could
of
see you
comic
going.
books.
I didn't know that, but I just...
I read a lot of comic books.
Oh.
Now, I don't recognize any of these names that are going to be there, which is kind of disappointing to me.
Aw.
But I will tell you that the event's going to be pretty cool. Like, there's something for everybody. If you're into comic books or movies, you know, they always have actors and actresses there to sign autographs, things like that. Let me give you the
cool.
details of this thing.
Okay.
Again, just like that Bridal Expo, this is the premier Finger Lakes region Comicon event. There's celebrity guests, artists, cosplayers. If you like to dress up as your favorite comic book characters or movie things, zombies are a big deal, then you go and you do that. People will marvel at you. Giveaways, contests, panels,
Marvel.
where they have this. Yeah, see, that was a nice one.
Got it.
Nice comic book joke. Okay, it's free parking. Children under 5 get in free. Children above 5, it's $5. Adults are $10. Now listen to this. Children under 5 must be accompanied by an adult.
Oh.
Well,
I just
yeah.
want you to
I
know.
hope so.
Yeah.
Children under 5 have to have an adult with them. Now,
Oh,
here's some special features of this. There's a Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man, which is 8 foot 13 inches tall. I don't know why it says.
God.
Oh no, there's 8 foot and 13 foot tall. That's what it says here. Courtesy of the Ghostbusters of upstate New York. And there's also a TARDIS. If you guys are familiar with Doctor Who fans, there's a TARDIS. That's the telephone booth time travel device that
Oh.
the good doctor rides in. They're going to have one of those there as well. That is all weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Wow, that's awesome.
Finger Lakes Comicon.
Finger Lakes Mall going to be bumping
Yeah.
for the first time in a decade.
Yep.
Oh. Poor Fingerlakes.
I probably will go
Good.
one of those days.
We'll take a picture.
I might.
Or take multiple.
I might.
Yes.
Don't tell me what to do. That's it for the events here, guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Sure.
Shall we take a look at our top local photos from this past week?
We should.
All right. I saw a special one there, just in the script. So let's take a look.
A special one.
A special one. All right, Rachel Burkholder found these turkeys taking a slow stroll across an empty farm field in Romulus late last week.
Remember, keep an eye out for your favorite. We'll vote at the end.
Favorite turkey?
Okay.
Second from the left.
Nancy Albright photographed this old red barn awaiting nightfall on the Old Bath Road in Yates County this weekend. A great classic red barn photo. All right, Clyde's Mineral Spring in the center of town as seen on Sunday at 1 p.m. before the winter storm hit. This photo by our very own Jim Sinicropi.
Wow.
Took it with my phone driving home from Ontario, New York after a youth basketball game.
Got beautiful
On
hunt out in
Sunday.
the foreground.
Yeah.
From Robert Stopper, 2 new lock gates arrived Canalside near the Lions Dry Dock on Wednesday afternoon. The new locks arrived via special truck transport and will be installed at the Lions Dry Dock. New York State Canal Corp employees are seen loading one of the gates onto a barge.
How much do they weigh?
Each gate is 12 feet wide, 2 feet thick, 25 feet high, and each weighs approximately 19 tons.
Tons.
Wow. It's a lot.
That's a lot
Much
of
more
weight.
impressive than the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man.
Yes.
Much more.
Topped it. All right, another from Rachel Burkholder. This cardinal didn't seem too happy about
No,
having
this
to share
picture too
breakfast.
was so tall, but I liked it that I divided into 3 shots. So let me
Oh, okay.
before you
Oh,
read
really?
it, let me show you. There's the
I was going to say,
bottom.
that doesn't look like
There's
a
the
cardinal.
middle,
Oh,
nice
how
one.
cute.
and there's the
Oh, nice
top.
one.
Oh, that's so cute.
So as you read, I'll continue to shuffle through.
Coexisting.
Okay. So this cardinal did not seem too happy about having to share his breakfast with this unwelcome intruder. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, but he is a cute little squirrel. And they're beautiful cardinals. That's a great shot. So
Yeah.
you weren't able to put it up as one because of the size?
Yeah, it's a proportion thing. It's
Yeah.
Gotcha.
we're wider than we are tall here on the screens that we're streaming to.
And in real life.
That's
Some
neat.
of us.
All right. Storm clouds raced down Keuka Lake Sunday afternoon during the onset of a winter storm. This photo by Nancy L. Wright.
Nancy L. Wright on the barn tip this week.
That's
So
right.
that's all of
Those
them.
vineyards.
What is your favorite this week?
I know mine.
Yeah.
My favorite's Rachel's with the squirrels. It's
Yeah.
just too bad we can't show it all, but that's my vote. I really like both the Nancy's. I like barn shots. They're pretty cool. But I think I got to go with that Rachel shot because of the cuteness of the squirrel.
I agree.
Yeah.
Everybody, Josh?
Agreed.
No,
wholeheartedly.
And we couldn't see the whole picture, so what does that say?
This
But
one
it's
didn't
such a
make
cute
it,
little
but
moment.
here's another classic Red Barn shot.
Well, hold on.
Oh.
This?
Oh, there's the Red Barn.
The real Red
Classic
Barn.
Red Barn.
The real Red
restaurant
Barn.
shot.
So congrats, Rachel. That's the top photo.
Nice job, Rachel.
Oh, cute. So cute. Great job, Rachel. Thank you, everyone, for sending them. If you would like to share your local photos from across the region, please click on the link in the Submit Content section at the bottom right-hand side of our homepage here at FingerLakes1.com. Let's take a look at sports. Jim, can you fill us in on what's going on in sports?
Yeah, I'll have to do it quickly here. We're coming up on about 3 minutes here left to go. Syracuse basketball team plays Sunday night at 6:30. That game's on ESPNU. They're at Georgia Tech. They really need to win that one. Directly after, there'll be the Upstate Orange podcast post-game edition at 9 p.m. So you can watch the game, go get yourself a bowl of ice cream, then sit down for the podcast at 9. Or whatever snack. Syracuse lacrosse won last weekend against Siena. They're playing again this weekend in the Dome at 3 o'clock against number 12 Albany. I don't think that's going to be on TV, though, but it's streaming online in the ACC Network Extra. Hobart. They're hosting Siena again at the Pinnacle Athletic Complex in Victor. So you get to see some Division I lacrosse action in Victor if you'd like at 2 o'clock on Saturday. You can listen to it on WEOS. Cornell Lacrosse has their season opener against Penn State. They're at Penn State at noon on Saturday. Cornell Hockey is at St. Lawrence Friday night and at Clarkson on Saturday night. And this is the final week of the high school basketball regular season. Sectional start next week. This Sunday at 1 o'clock, Upstate Hoops podcast, sectional preview, bracket busting, spectacular blowout edition. It's the big episode. A lot of superlatives.
Don't miss that.
But, we did our last game of the regular season, our 29th game of the regular season last night in North Rose Wolcott, and now it's on to sectionals, and it should be a lot of fun. You never know what's going to happen. It's unpredictable and exciting. It's February. What's another word for madness that starts with F?
I don't know.
It's not March Madness for high school. It's February. Frenzy. February Frenzy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
We'll have all the scores and results of all those games and news throughout the world of sports all throughout the weekend at FingerLakes1.com, per usual.
Great. All right. Well, that sounds fun. Sectionals coming up. You'll be busy. You're going to have your hands full.
It's more fun, though, because we aren't allowed to do full video of those games, so we just do audio streams and then play the video back later, so there's less equipment to haul around and set up and less concerns about internet.
Oh,
and
good.
it's more like we just get to go and see a lot of good basketball. So I look forward to it.
You get the best of the best.
Yep, we get to choose the best.
Do you have your pick?
We won't know who my pick.
Yeah.
Well, the brackets aren't coming out, but the teams I like to win sectionals this year, Minders and Newark have a decent chance. Clyde's probably got a really good chance to win their class. Lions and East Rochester are in the same class, C2. They have a good chance. Wayne and A2. I mean, you never know. There's some D2 schools like Naples. Yeah, that we'll find out. It's all going to be played out.
Yeah.
We'll be there for as many games as we can.
Awesome. Wonderful. All right. Well, should we sign out because we're cutting it kind of close? So.
Yeah, we got about a minute here. So it was another great episode here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
A lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
Break up the week. From this point on, it's the end of the week. Before we got here, it was the beginning. Now it's the end.
Right.
Now we're looking.
Coast out.
Now we're looking at the end of the week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Have fun at Comicon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to sunbathe at Cuca Lake.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
with
it's going to be
sun
so
and
warm.
the warm weather.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let us know how that goes.
Catching some rays.
That's right. Great. Well, I think that about wraps it up for us then. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition. If you'd like to drop us a line, please send an email to contact@fingerlakes1.com. If you enjoy the show, please click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to share. We'll be back live next Wednesday afternoon at 12:30. Until then, have a wonderful weekend.